Welcome to Optimum Healing State ALS Support Group. This is a confidential meeting. Anything personal that is shared is private to the meeting. Share the newsletter, share what helps you, share what inspires you, and be respectful. Why we're here and what we are doing here. Our aim is to develop the optimum healing state for living with and fighting ALS MND. Since ALS is a systemic chronic degenerative illness that affects body, emotion, and mind, we're faced with a challenge few people understand. This challenge requires an approach which takes into account the overwhelming difficulties we face. We recognize two facts. Firstly, we have health. If we did not have any health, we would already be dead. The fact that our body exchanges oxygen for carbon dioxide is an ongoing act of healing. We are here because we have health and we are here to heal. The aim of this group is to support the movement from health to healthier. The second fact we recognize is the reduction of stress is an act of health. In order to get our mind and emotions in a healthier place, we choose to reduce stress, and at the same time, we face the fact of our illness and mortality. We apply the method of small steps, where we make the smallest choices we can imagine that are healthy for us. If this is a choice is to focus on our breathing or the fact that we are alive, we are acting towards our health. It is essential to make choices which we can succeed at. Living with ALS, MND, and reversing the damage it's caused is made up of thousands of small choices. In this group, we focus on these small choices, what we are doing, our success and difficulty, and what we will do. Our body is always healing. By reducing stress and giving ourselves successful choices, we are helping the body to heal. We accept we don't control the outcome of our choices or things beyond our control, but we can make successful choices to help our healing process every day of our lives. So I'll pause it there. I know normally we do the introduction to meditation after the opening, but I was thinking, well, I wanted to ask you first. I was thinking about doing a healing meditation class tonight rather than the optimum healing choice, optimum healing state. I just wanted to check in with you to see if you had any questions or if there was any reason for not doing that. So.
Great idea.
Okay, then let's go for it, because we don't do an initial guided meditation for the healing meditation class because there's more meditation being done in it anyway. So it's structured a little bit different. And I'm still adapting it as well, so that it suits people who are unable to communicate. The healing meditation is orientated around, or part of it is does involve communication, and we just try to meet that need as best as possible. So I'll introduce the healing meditation. The first stage of it is a check-in. So that's, coming to our present. It's a couple of sentences, a few words about how we are right now in this moment. So that's just a couple of words. The second stage then is a deeper share. And the second stage, really, it's about taking a layer of the onion off, taking a layer off ourselves, exposing a little bit what's going on within. Part of the aim is to stimulate our emotions, because when our emotions are stimulated, we have more energy available for healing. There is, of course, the other side of that. If we're too emotionally stimulated, then we're unable to listen, and we're too caught up in the story of that stimulation to be able to use that energy for meditation and healing. So it's a balance, and that's something that we learn over time. But I'm very comfortable, and this is a safe place. And that second stage isn't recorded either, so that's just private to us in this moment of time. What comes afterwards then is usually recorded. So it's a chance, that second stage, that deeper share, is a chance really to say things that we would avoid saying, for instance, because if we're avoiding saying it, there's emotion behind that. So it's to start to let some of that emotion out. And then whatever people share, in the third stage, I'm responding to it from a point, the point of view of meditation, healing meditation. And that usually involves a guided meditation as well. Sometimes we'll do some specialized exercise in this, especially if there's more people who can't directly communicate. Then we'll probably do that today. It'll be an exercise in silent sharing. So when somebody is sharing, normally they've written something, or they've recorded it, or somebody's expressing on their behalf, or they're expressing themselves. But in the case where a person isn't really able to express anything for whatever reasons, then what we do is we listen to that person. And so it's the person's time to share. I'll call people's names. And if a person can't share, then we'll do, we offer the chance to do silent sharing, which means that the person who's sharing but can't actually communicate is sharing in their mind and saying everything in their mind that they want, whatever's going on there, letting all of that out, and we're listening. And so for that period of time, we give our loving, caring, our healing attention to the person who is silently sharing. And we've done that a few times. And hello, Sherry, you're very welcome. I'm just running through. We're going to do healing meditation tonight, which you know the details of, so you haven't really missed anything. So we'll probably do that silent sharing tonight. But if you can actually communicate, or somebody can communicate for you, that's great. That's ideal. So we take it as it comes. The fourth stage then is checking out. So the first stage is checking in with how you are right now, and the last stage is also checking out with how you are right now. And there's usually some explicit direction at that stage. So I usually ask people to mention something which may be their favorite, or it varies. So we'll start with the first stage. And so you don't have to worry about remembering any or all of that. I'll reintroduce everything in in lesser or greater detail. But we'll start now. So that the first stage is just to share how you are in a couple of sentences or a few words, whether it's text, screen, or somebody advocating for you, whatever. So I'll just start. Lazarus, I'm feeling better. Maybe you can hear that in my voice. So that's really nice. And my son is here in Ireland, so that's really great for me too. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good today, and that's where I'm at.
Today, I'm feeling much better than I did 2 days ago.
Thank you, John. And we'll just give you a chance, Sherry, John P. and Eric. So I'm going to call out your names individually. And when your name is called out, just think a sentence or two sentences about how you are right now. And then I'll go on to the next name. The rest of us will listen. We've got Sherry's been able to text in. So from Sherry, I'm challenged today with physical discomfort. Thank you, Sherry, for sharing with us.
I'll go for John. John just spelt that he feels relaxed today.
Thank you, John. And Joanne, how are you today as well?
Me? Yeah. Not as relaxed as John. Had a lot going on this morning. So little, I wouldn't say anxious, a little hurried. We have a handyman doing some things here. So anyway, pulling it all together, right? That's all.
Thank you, Joanne. And Eric, we're just going to listen to whatever you have in your say to us in your mind right now. Thank you, Eric. The second stage then is a deeper one. This is partly recorded for the members of the group who can't come today. Keep in your mind Amy, who had somehow has broken a tooth and is going for emergency repairs today, so she wasn't able to make it. So the third stage is really a response, and I wish we were in the same room, but in a way we are. If we don't leave ourselves with the limitations of the physical body, we are in a shared space. And And I think that even improves a little bit when the people have their camera on. Then you're more in the shared space because we're such visual people. But this is a shared space. And often similar things come up in people's shares. But we have a policy not to comment directly on somebody else's share, because then we're getting involved in their healing process. And really, our share is about our healing process. So that's just something to remember at times. Is if we focus on somebody else's, and we're not focusing on ourselves. And that's what we're here for. So we'll do a guided meditation. And in this guided meditation, you can completely relax. There is nothing else you have to do. You don't have to prepare in any way. For this guided meditation, you can just relax whatever way you are right now. Whether you're feeling good or anxious or appreciative or nervous or whatever it is, all of it, in fact. We're taking this moment to relax with how we are. Because in this moment, we don't have to do anything. And if you have difficulty having a sense of relaxing, then concentrate on your breath leaving your body. And feel your body relaxing as the breath leaves your body. So we can start with this. So you can see we don't need to be in a different state of mind. Whatever state of mind we have is fine. And we notice our body relaxing as we breathe out. And as we breathe in, we're taking in oxygen. And if breathing out is relaxing, we could associate breathing in as healing. So we breathe out, relaxing. And as we breathe in, we're breathing healing into our body. And then we relax. So the breathing in, the healing, is an active movement, completely natural one, but it's an active movement. Our muscles are stretching. So that is an act of healing. So we're healing and then we're relaxing, which is the other side of healing. It's an entirely passive healing activity. So this can help us to feel energized when we're breathing in healing, and then relaxed, stress-free, or less stressful when we breathe out and let go. Breathing in and healing, breathing out, relaxing and letting go. So if you're experiencing that just a little bit, that's plenty. If you're experiencing that healing, that was breathing in and healing, it's a little bit active, then breathing out, relaxing, letting go. So we have this natural cycle going on. And it can be very centering in our body, helps us to be really present in the moment. So that's a very nice, if we practice it, it really becomes a state because we're in it deeper and more continuously. Initially, it's not so much a state, something that we experience in a light way or a subtle way. And the more we do it, the stronger that it gets until eventually it's actually a state of mind, a state of being. So in this state of being, the emotions that we have are okay. Thoughts that we have are okay. In this state of being, we don't need to do anything about them. In this state of being, the only thing that we need to be aware of and have a gentle focus on is breathing in, healing, breathing out, relaxing and letting go. So this is our anchor. We keep coming back to this. Breathing in, healing, breathing out, letting go. So slowly, as we practice that, we build up this state of being, which is open and present and relaxing. So this is a very powerful thing, really. If it's possible, if you can imagine a small difficulty, something which isn't life-threatening, yeah, a smaller difficulty, a smaller feeling or thought which is difficult. I want to ask you to take something big because I want you to get the experience of healing in a manageable way. I don't want you to overload. So sometimes the first feeling that comes to your mind is the best one. That's really present. So this difficulty we're just going to be open to it. Like we're open when we breathe in. So as we breathe in healing, we're also being open to this difficulty. And then we let go, we breathe out and let go. We're not trying to solve it. We're not trying to solve our problems doing this. We're engaged in changing the way we relate with our problems, which is an incredible ability. So as we breathe in healing, we open ourselves to the problem, challenge, the difficulty, and we breathe out and we relax and let go. If it becomes intense, a bit stressful, that can happen with some emotions, then we don't need to breathe in more of that emotion. We can just breathe in more healing until we find ourselves coming back to a more balanced place. Yeah. So we want to stay in this state of healing as much as possible. And when we breathe in, and we breathe in healing, we're breathing out and we're relaxing and letting go. We're in this state, this dynamic state of healing. It's in the present. It's inside our body. It's inside our mind. We're actually doing this. And we open to some emotion or some difficulty. And when we breathe that in, and then we let go of it. When we breathe in again, we let ourselves be open to that difficulty again. And we breathe out and let go of it. Your mind has wandered off. You come back to your breathing. it's wandered off and you're quite relaxed, you can come back to the difficulty and open yourself to it and breathe in and breathe out and let go. But if you're feeling a bit stressed, then can be open to that feeling of being a bit stressed. Breathe it in, because we always want to stay present with where we are. So we breathe in our present difficulty, just as much as we can then breathe out and let go. In this experience, there is nothing to worry about. And from this state, we can open ourselves to maybe some of our smaller worries, or our bigger worries, but in a small way. We just open ourselves to what we're capable of meeting and healing now. Sometimes a variety of different thoughts, memories, or worries will come up. And that's all fine. Main thing is to be in this healing state with them. And we're going to finish up now in a moment. But before I do, I want you to say to yourself that if there are things which have come up for you, that you'll come back to them later on with the same approach, so that those parts of you feel listened to, respected, valued, and that you will meet them more later helps you relax. Because we're not just trying to put it in a drawer, put it out of sight and mind. We can do that temporarily, and then we open it and give it our time and attention, our healing presence. We can come back and share that with it later. That completes the third stage. So we're just going to check out now, because it's on the hour, whatever hour it is. It's 8 p.m. for me. And it's the summer solstice tomorrow, so it's the longest day of the year. So the checkout then is just a couple of sentences or a few words, if you can, about how you are now. And either your favorite flavor of ice cream or something similar. Or if you want to share a moment of your meditation experience, you can do that too. If you want that to be heard, you can mention that too. So signing out, so I'm checking out. So yes, Lazarus checking out. It was a very simple meditation. I really enjoyed it. Very simple, but it was kind of very profound. I felt it was very profound in its simpleness as well. Yeah, I'm glad to be here and glad that it's sunny outside and we're going to go out there very soon. And with that, I'm checked out. I've from Sherry, feeling relaxed, and her favorite is a chocolate ice cream. Thank you, Sherry. It's great to have you here. I can't send you the newsletter is on the internet. It's on the website. Sorry for interrupting everybody. But I can't actually send it to you because for some reason I need a different email address for you. It won't work anyway. Just to let you know. Sorry for interrupting. Yes, if it's anybody else want to check out.
John and Joanna checking out, and thank you, Lazarus. We both, John said he felt relaxed, more relaxed after the meditation. And I had to stop a little quickly, but I did feel more relaxed. And his favorite is Rocky Road, and my favorite is cookies and cream.
What and cream?
Cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream. What was John's?
Rocky Road.
Rocky Road. Never
Rocky
heard.
Road.
Rocky Road. I never heard of that one before. That sounds very American, all right. That's fantastic. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Eric will give you a silent checking out. So let us know how you are right now and your favorite ice cream. Thank you. And John X, you?
I fell asleep.
Well, that's a good thing, that is. That's a good thing. Your path to sleep is a good one to trust. So that's great. That's all for today and all for me with you guys for this week. And hopefully see you all next week. Have a really good week and try to practice this when you remember. It's only a few breaths. It's literally just a few breaths. So as you can do that as many times as you can imagine during the day. So have a great week. Be kind to yourself. Do whatever healing you can. And when we face our challenges with a healing approach, it changes them as well, because it's no longer just a challenge. We're actually developing healing just by meeting the challenge, just by looking and engaging with it. So it's a fantastic ability to develop, and it's just practice. That's all. So I hope you do lots of practice over the next week. Have a great week, everybody.